Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Concept Soup. YouTube, how you doing? It's been a while. I did miss the last upload. What can I say? Had a pretty big medical school exam. Hey, listen, if you want to hear about what takes place in a medical school exam, hey, maybe just tell me and I'll make a little clip at the start of the next video. But not today. Today we're back with a PC build, because that's what we like to see here on Concept Soup. It's bloomin' beautiful. But of course, as always, we are sponsored, so let me put on my slightly more sensible sunglasses. And these sunglasses are to tell you that today we're sponsored by jcpccustoms.com, serving the UK with fabulous gaming PCs. In fact, they're made by me. The very same gaming PCs you see in these videos are often for sale, so worth checking out the website to see what's going on. On with the video. Ooh. One moment, please. It's so much more comfortable wearing one pair of sunglasses as opposed to two. Now, listen, you might think, why the hell is the room changing colours? Well, that's because I bought these goddamn light bulbs that change colour. I thought it would be pretty fun for a video. Alright? So, shut your mouth, alright? Anyway, today's PC build, let's get into what we've chosen today. Right, so, today's build is going to be focused on the Lian-Li LANCOOL 215, because we've not actually used it on the channel in a video. I don't think. Maybe I have. Who knows? But it's a pretty sweet case, so we're going to check it out anyway. So what other parts are we putting in this besides the case? Well, our old favourite, Ryzen 5 5600X. What can I say? This is just, if there's a processor that's like the best of like 2020, it's got to be this one, isn't it? It's an absolutely sweet CPU for the money, and the fact it's got 6 cores beating the, well, sort of trading blows the 10900F is pretty sweet. Cooling this, we're going to use a liquid cooler, Silverstone PF240. It's my first time using this as well, but the price looked good. It's got ARGB on it. Let's see how it goes. It can't be that bad, can it? Gigabyte B550 Gaming X. Got these at a nice price, and Gigabyte branding, people do quite like the Gigabyte, and I quite like that they've got a UK service centre, so it's a decent brand and I do like it. It's got good VRM quality. I'm happy with this board. Next up, we're going to be showing you the RAM after I drop it. That is the XPG Gamix D10. This is ADATA's RAM, DDR4 3200. Don't let anyone sucker you into saying 3600 is faster. It simply isn't. This has been proven several times, for gaming anyway. Storage today, 1TB WD Blue SN550. This is just the SSD we continually use. Best price to performance you can get. Gaming X from MSI, 3060 Ti graphics card. Again, this is such a sweet deal. I just love the 3060 Ti. This has got to be my favourite current gen GPU. And powering this, we have a Cooler Master MW Bronze 650 V2, classic, solid, reliable, and then we're just going to get a little diddly Antec RGB fan for the rear of the case, and that's just going to help sort of round out the RGB that we're going for. So before we get into the build, we're going to check out the case. So let's just check out what we got. So we got a rear 120 fan. Okay, pretty good. Lots of cases don't bother with all 3 fans. We've got a nice perforated PSU roof. That's nice. I love on the PCIe covers that there's no like bar in between them. Means you can vertical mount with no worries. On the front, the two 200mm fans, which really do make this quite a quality case, and they do light up in pretty RGB that we like. Being 200mm means they can turn at like sort of low RPM, but still put out a heck of a lot of air. And we've got a nice mesh front here as well, which is going to allow the air just to go flying through the PC with absolutely, minimal obstruction. So that is pretty nice. We've got a couple of SSD bays there. We've got a nice little cable management area. Quite like the way they've laid this out. There's a little sort of RGB hub going on, which does the power button and the 2 fans. I tend to disconnect that LED switch from the controller and just use the motherboard control instead. And we've got just some usual cables here. And there is a cage there where you could put 2 hard drives on it. That's pretty nice. It actually came loose in shipping on mine, but you just slots back in. But yeah, I mean, that's just sort of par for the course, isn't it? Sort of hard drive mount. Nothing exciting there. And you've got enough room for a beefy ass PSU if you want it. So pretty nice. Nothing particularly very interesting on the back, and then we could just take a quick look at the front I/O. So just standard 2 USB 3s and a combined jack. That's pretty nice. That looks pretty clean. Overall, a nice clean looking case. And so you know how we roll. You know how we roll. We're gonna put it all together in a little mini montage of the build. It's basically just fast forwarded. Who am I kidding? I have no editing skills whatsoever, but we have fun. We have fun with our PC builds, so I will see you on the other side. Here we are with the build complete, and I think it's just come out really nicely. Even that Silverstone AIO, which was quite cheap, was pretty nice. I mean, you want to go with like a brand that you've heard of. There are cheaper ones by like Goldenfield and that, but I'm not putting that in any of my computers. I like how the power cables turned out there as well. Looks pretty neat. All of the RGB looks great. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Sort of, it's not over the top. It's not, you know, got like things flashing all over the place, but a nice wash of color, which is all synchronized, does look really good. And this case it's just got that bold look with the two giant fans on the front, and that does keep the temperatures nice and low, which we're going to get into in a moment. The only thing I found with this one versus maybe using an MSI board is that on the MSI boards they do have a bit more elaborate choices for the RGB to use. So on this B550 Gaming X by Gigabyte, you didn't have like some of the classic sort of ARGB things with the ring changing color. You tend to just have things where the whole of the fan changes color at the same time. So that is something to consider with this board. But I still think it looks really nice, and to be honest, like, I actually turned the RGB off in my own computer now just because I've been looking at it for so long. I'm sick of it. So a nice subtle wash is actually something that is usually quite welcome. But that's not to say it doesn't look nice. I think it looks really great. So for a concept suit first, we're actually going to be doing some live gameplay. Just thought I'd mix it up a little bit, you know, show off my, well, let's not call them skills. Well, you'll see how we get on. So just a couple of game clips just to show you it working in real time, and then of course we'll give you the test results as we normally do afterwards. So enjoy some cringe gaming now, and I'll see you in a mo. Oh, and before I forget, basically this is like a scuffed setup, so I had to use my laptop with my AVerMedia external thing. End up using the earphones to record the mic, so it sounds pretty bad. But I think that adds to the comedy value. So yeah, just pre-warning you before you see that. All right, let's hype it up. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's hype this up. Come on. Oh, yeah, well, I forgot I've set up this goddamn stream. You can't actually hear the music.
but it's rocking. What can I say? I'll work it out at some point. We're playing Warzone, scuffed keyboard with the missing tab button, wrong side, and the lead sail mouse. Can I get this in shot? There it is. Here we go. Can we get some kills with the scuffed setup? Na 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 na. Oh Lord, it's very dark. See you later. Oh, I hit him twice. God damn, this shotgun sucks. I thought it'd be a lot better at this game, given the goddamn sunglasses. Are you kidding me? Scuffed keyboard game. Play it for now, oh yeah. Yeah, that's what we call one in the bum, no harm done. Oh! Get out of here! Just get out of here! Huh? Try a third party by fight, baby? Oh, Lady Valentina, you fell for my old tricks. And I say it again, I say one in the bum, no harm done. What's that? Oh. No, I missed the shot. Gosh, that was an easy one as well. Oh, damn. Well, look, we learned one thing. I suck at video games, but this gaming PC is pretty sweet. Look at that FPS, baby. That's what we're here for. Maybe somebody with a bit more skill, they can make better use of this stuff. But let's get out of here, baby.
So you've seen the absolute embarrassment that Concept Soup is on the battlefield, but we're here for the PC. So let's go through the test results. Starting with Heaven Benchmark Extreme preset, which I use to test all the PCs. Our frames per second 183.4, score 4619. Pretty much exactly what you'd expect from this system. Nice high performance, and that's really all you can say about Heaven Benchmark. Prime 95 is the next test, and this is just literally, let's just put your CPU balls to the wall, your RAM absolutely well rammed, just to really test out the system, see if it's going to crash under a high load. And it actually did really well. That Silverstone cooler keeping it at a maximum of 87 degrees, but the settled temperature, which is not very scientific, but it's sort of the highest point when you ignore the spikes that you get with Prime 95, 57. That's really, really good actually. So I'm very, very happy with that. So once everything's sort of heat soaked, temperatures actually turned out really, really great. So that worked out nicely. OCCT is what I run at the same time as Prime 95, which does the graphics temperatures. Maximum 69 degrees C. Yeah, again, it's a nice cooler. It's an MSI Gaming X. That is what you'd expect. Some sub 70 temperatures is really nice. And those big 200mm fans on the front, that is helping deliver some cool air to it as well, which does help. Fortnite FPS average in the comp settings, 413 FPS. That is absolutely monstrous. I reckon you could even play Fortnite on like all the ultra settings and everything and still be getting you over 144 frames per second. So if Fortnite's your jam, like this is gonna be way more than you need. So that's awesome. COD Warzone 1080p comp settings. So the one I've got written down is what I got in the sort of the practice mode. So you might have seen that in the actual gameplay clips it's a little bit lower. In the practice mode, 190 FPS average. You know, maybe about 10 to 15% lower in the real thing. But when you're testing them out for sale, you have to have a consistent environment, and playing sort of COD Warzone, different areas of the maps is quite challenging compared to other areas, so that's why I use the practice mode. And yeah, there you go. Nice machine. Performed really nicely. And what did I think of the Lian-Li LANCOOL 215? Well, I mean, I'm obviously late to the party this case has been out for ages, and I've used it loads of times before anyway. But it's just awesome. I just wanted to sing its praises as being like an absolute no-brainer. If you like the look of this with the two big, the two giant 200mm fans, then this is just a no-brainer. It's an absolutely brilliant case. It's just no frills, everything that you want, just in a nice, neat package, and it costs about £80 to £85, which is pretty nice considering this is great performance. But if you don't like the big fans, then there's plenty of other choices. Something like a Fantex P400A, like you see in lots of my videos with the P400A, another great performer. So it's just really a case of if you like the look of it, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant case. So there should be nothing stopping you getting it. And I think another thing I want to talk about was that Silverstone cooler, which cost about £65. And what can I say? The performance was excellent on this. Actually, in fact, it's done a bit better than some of the Corsairs that I've been using. But I suspect I don't really like Corsair's mounting system very much. It doesn't seem to be as secure as some of the others. But this Silverstone one, that was actually really good. So again, if you like the look of it, and with the pump head with the snowflake on it, then yeah, it's a really good choice. But sometimes people want sort of maybe a more minimalist pump head or something. So there you go. But that really comes to the crux of it, doesn't it? Water cooling, it's pretty much just for looks. The reason I use a lot of liquid coolers in mine is mainly because when I ship them, it's a lot safer. If I try and ship something with a big tower cooler in it, like an Arctic Freezer 34, which is awesome, by the way, the torque would just rip off the back of the backplate on the motherboard. It'd be a complete mess, so I can't really ship that. So I would say that you could save even more money just by going with an Arctic Freezer 34 with this kind of build, and you're still going to be having happy days with great temperatures. So whichever way you go with this, liquid cooling, air cooling, whatever, you're going to be happy because the 5600X doesn't need much to keep it cool. So I think we're going to leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. It's been a wondrous, wondrous time. You've got to see me with my skills on the battlefield. I'm going to try maybe get a slightly better setup for the live gaming stuff. But that was just sort of a scuffed thing that I thought would be funny in the moment. If you like that sort of gameplay stuff, yeah, let me know and I'll try and add it in a bit more. But if you thought it was a waste of time, then just say concept soup. Just get out of here, son. Anyway, speaking of getting out of here, bye-bye. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff because YouTube likes it or something like that. But I don't care if you do it or not. See you later.